On the last episode of Skilled Garage, we started building this AMG GT made by Revell, which consisted of prepping, priming, and painting the body. Now in today's video, we're going to do some ulterior details and finish up the body. One thing I've noticed is that most of my paint jobs have like a very rough texture in the finish, which can be seen in this body. If any of y'all know how to fix this in the base color, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Moving over to the finer details of the body, the diffuser, roof, and engine bay needs to be painted black. To do this, I'm masking off the body using some Tamiya tape and cutting the excess with the X-Acto blade. Since I've already deepened the body lines prior to paint, it makes it a lot easier to know where to actually cut and not accidentally cut into the body. When cutting through masking tape like this, I recommend using a fresh X-Acto blade just so you don't have to apply that much force and accidentally cut through the body. Following the diffuser, I moved over to the roof, and personally this is a lot easier to me because it's just a flat surface, which makes it a lot easier to control the blade. To paint these black accents, I'm using Tamiya X1 black, and truthfully this color laid really smooth. I hit the body with 2 coats, and after that all the black parts were fully covered. After painting the black accents, I let the body dry for around 10 minutes and then removed all the masking tape. One thing with removing the masking tape is if you wait too long, you run the risk of actually peeling up the black around the masking tape, and if you remove it too quickly, then the black can actually seep underneath and like cross over onto your paint. So you don't want to wait too long, but you don't want to wait too little. Another tip for removing the tape is to peel away from the actual part that's painted. This will help you make sure that you don't actually damage the part that's masked. As you can see, with proper masking, the final paint job turned out pretty well. Now that painting the body is out of the way, I can move over to adding some details such as vents and decals. In this kit, there's lots and lots of decals. When applying these decals, I recommend using some micro set setting solution just to help the decals stick to the surface better. finish off all the decals on the rear, I need to add the license plate holder and then the license plate, and that'll finish up the rear. There are a lot of options to choose from for the license, but I decided to keep it simple and just go with the AMG license. Moving from the rear, I decided to do the side mirrors next. Now typically you wouldn't want to really install these until you're done with the build. Typically you want to install these very last, but I'm stubborn and decided to do it now. Fortunately for this kit, there are holes for the mirrors to slot into, so it makes it a lot easier to install them. Moving over from the side mirrors, the headlights needed some silver accents, and to do this I decided to use some Tamiya silver paint and a brush. Following the headlights, the grille needed some silver accents as well, just around the emblem, which turned out pretty well. With the grille and the headlights being fully detailed, I can go ahead and assemble it on the body using some super glue. I contemplated putting this decal there, but there is supposed to be an AMG logo that goes on the bottom right of the grille, and after a lot of thought I decided to just go ahead and add it. The last thing to be assembled was the taillight housing, which I painted silver using some Tamiya acrylic paint. With all of the bodywork done, now I can move over to adding some clear just to give it that extra shine. The clear coat that I'm using is Tamiya X22, just their regular basic clear coat. I applied 3 coats to the body, making the first one the lightest, the second coat heavy, and the third coat even heavier. One thing I realized was the first coat left like a white mist. Can someone in the comments let me know if it's supposed to do that? After the second and the third coat, that mist went away, but it definitely is stressful leaving like the body looking like that after the first coat.